Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Asia White. Here is my audience. I'll start off by playing the recording of my uncle giving me consent. Sure, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, like I said before, I did my oral history interview with my Uncle Chip. We did it actually on these stairs behind me. And I chose to do it on him just because he's always been in my life. And I've always seen him as kind of a father figure. So I chose to do it on him. And what I asked him was what event in his life was most memorable and like what he learned from that event. And so what we decided to talk about was when he first got his license. So he got his license at 16 and he said, it was like the best feeling he could have. It was just a lot of freedom, but it was a cap on that freedom just because he had to ask to borrow the car and he knew asking his dad was just going to be a no-go. And so he was like, he asked his mom. She was like, yeah, okay. But, be back home by 9. And he was always like 9, like nothing happens. But he was 16. So anyway, so he enjoyed that time period. And then it really hit him when at the age of 26, he lost his license behind a DUI. And he lost his license for 10 years. So he said that affected him mostly just because when they say something is really a privilege, it really is a privilege and you kind of take it for granted. Everywhere he had to go was by train, bus, bike, or just walking. The most memorable one I took from the interview was his last job. He had to bike back and forth to work, and that was about 3 miles until the bike broke, and then he walked. So I thought that was just really impressive and just it took a lot of determination and just perseverance to just keep on with doing that because there are a lot of people who just, don't even worry about a license and continue driving and just always looking over their shoulder because of it. So I thought that was most impressive to me. And then I ended the interview with asking him if he had any words of encouragement just for me, for my class, for just anybody. And one thing he said, he just learned it through life was walk light, pray hard, because your blessing is right on the other side of those difficulties that you think you may have. And that it meant a lot to me. It hit me deep because you think you have troubles all the time and then they're over just as quick as they started, just with a lot of determination like he showed with losing his license. So that was pretty much the summary of my interview with my uncle. And again, my name is Asia White, and everyone have a good afternoon.